Hello, it's Phil from FDT-TV, here to talk about the lineup for England versus Belgium. Let's get into it. So we've recently played Belgium. That would be for the 24th time. Game coming up next week will be the 25th time, and out of those we've won 16, drawn 4 and lost 4. But critically, 2 of those losses have been out of the 3 games since 2008. So we haven't played an awful lot over recent years, which can be good and bad. But the team have got a lot better over the last few years with this generation of young players they've got. So last time out, we won 2-1, convincingly as well. We held on and managed to beat Belgium, which could have been a surprise to most. And Mike and Ian put us down to lose that one. And I had the England faith there. So let's see what happens this time around. The last couple of games have been solid performers. And to be fair, this is a key game for Gareth Southgate and the team out of these next internationals coming up. Ireland, pretty much a warm-up. And then Iceland, if it does go ahead. Really, not much going on for that game, so we'll see what happens with that. I think they're the hardest team to play. I think it will keep the team similar to how they faced up against Belgium last time, with a few changes with the injuries that happened, like the Trent Alexander-Arnold being out of the squad. But overall, this will be a real tough game for both sides and really hard to judge a clear winner. You can see what our predictions are, mine, Mike and Ian's predictions, in our latest podcast video. For the team itself, I'm going for a quick lineup of giving Nick Pope the place in goalkeeper. I think that he will keep his place from Ireland, keeping Pickford out for the time being, because I know he hasn't had the best start to the actual season. So I think he deserves his chance, and I think he'll keep it. Then on to defenders, I've got Harry Maguire and Tyrone Mings in the middle, sort of solid, dependable centre-back. I think Tyrone Mings has been really improving so far in the Premier League and got a lot to prove, and can be very happy for us. Harry Maguire just seems to get in. His form ain't great, but he seems to do well for England. See what happens there. Wing-backs, got Kyle Walker and Reece James in. I think Reece James has been really impressive at Chelsea, playing more and more this season, and he's got a good chance now in this game to prove himself, especially with a few injuries, to really solidify a chance of playing in future England games. On to the midfield, I've put in Henderson, Rice, Mount and Grealish. A mixed midfield, a couple of defensive midfielders in there to really help out the defensive two and allow the wing-backs to push forward and really make an impact on the game as they can do, and as they like to do for their home teams. We have Mount and Grealish in there for a bit of creativity, and they really know how to pass the ball around and put pressure on opposition teams. So it'd be good to see what they will do. And Grealish himself has been playing phenomenal this year, really deserves his place. And to be fair, he's a nightmare for most teams to face. And it'd be good to see how he links up with the fronts 2 players have got here, and putting those balls in and creating those chances and hopefully getting us some more goals. Then on to the attackers. I've got putting Kane and Rashford up front. Kane has always been solid. He's always performed. He seems to be there no matter what goes on. If he's dropping back and linking in with the midfield and then pushing forward and getting goals, or just taking penalties. As long as he's not on corners, I'm a happy chappy. Then we've got Rashford, who has been in great form of late. He's got fast pace, lots of skill and stuff, and a lot of confidence. So I think he'll be going forward and making a big difference to that, helping to link in with the midfield, trying to run past the defence and really causing terrorising the Belgian defence. Now for Belgium, there's a couple of players to watch. I think we all know about De Bruyne and Lukaku. De Bruyne, very creative midfielder, very good at passing the ball, keeping the ball, and with his vision can really just ping a ball from anywhere and open teams up and cause some real problems for defences. I think the key for us is to keep him quiet. I think we've got the midfield to do that if we just push him out of the game. I know Henderson was doing that very well at the weekend, really commanding the Liverpool field around Man City and making sure that he had a real quiet game. So if you can do that, really makes a difference. And then Lukaku, who's a big, solid, strong forward. Typical forward. He's been having great success away at Inter. And to be fair, with our defenders, he's similar sort of size and strength. So it'll be a good tussle to see what happens and who can win that. So there's my predictions, everyone. So if you would like to make a comment, please do so below. It'd be good to see your thoughts on how the lineup will progress for next week. And also, if I got it wrong, and what your scores lines will be as well. It'd be fantastic. And thanks again very much for watching. Catch you soon.